What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy. Can't you tell me you shit? Hey man, say man, we are lit at it. Lit over this man. Turn. Today, motherfucking day. Straight hood outside, big crib. Yes, sir. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe these videos up, man. Hey, it's about to be winter. The winter is wintering right now. You dig? Like crip. It's getting cold out here, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe these videos, man. It's gang time, man. The grind don't stop, man. Free Congo, man. And free the Palestinians, man. Don't tell the black people Israelite, man. We gonna keep fighting all day, every day, man. Stay prayed up. Hey, and keep on with you. Hey man, sit man, let's get turned up in this bit. Alright. Boom. Today, motherfucking day. Straight hood and outside crib, man. Hey gang. So we've been talking about this ish that's been going on lately and recently. So DC Young Fly is the main topic and subject we're talking about today. You know, DC Fly is a comedian / actor / artist. You know what I'm saying? He's from Atlanta, which a lot of people know DC Young Fly. So, recently, DC Young Fly been losing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going crazy. You dig? Like, I guess at first he lost his cousin. I think it was like to gun violence. And then he lost his wife, Miss Jackie O, how they met on Wild 'N Out, to plastic surgery. You live by the knife, you die by the knife. Nah, for real. Now, I guess she was trying to act like a BBL mommy makeover, and she died. Now, recently, he came out like a few days ago, like some weeks ago, and said that he lost his sister. Now, a lot of people around this situation been kind of weird. Like a lot of people trying to say that DC Young Fly, you know, sacrificed his wife for a movie deal, and he came out and said, and you know, basically denied it. Now his sister died. It's weird, cause now he's gonna get a gaming show deal, which, you know, DC Young Fly is a very church type of person. So all that, I wouldn't think none of that would be in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. But you know, I'm just bringing out what people been talking about. You know, I don't want to be on the subject and not talk about the shit people been talking about. But yeah, but like I was saying, man, Jackie O, she died from plastic surgery. She was trying to get a mommy makeover, and she just had a baby. And you know, when you can't be giving surgery after you just had a baby, because all the trauma is gonna be on your body, gonna be extra crazy. And she died. And I'll say it's by accident because people looked into it. And now, recently, his sister died. Now I don't know how. Really, how did she die like that? But we got DC Young Fly talking about the shit, and then we got this these other videos explaining what's going on about Jackie O and his sister passing away and his cousin. So I hope y'all enjoy these videos, man. Make sure you like and subscribe these videos up, man. Prayers out to DC Young Fly, man. And yeah, let's keep on getting to this bit. All right.
And let me also just say my condolences on the loss of your forever love.
Thank you so much,
Jackie O. And I know that you have this faith sweatshirt on right now.
Yes.
But you went through that grief with humility, dignity, and grace. And it was an inspiration for people who have gone through their own challenges in life, to see how you came out of it on top. And I know that they're watching you. She's watching you, smiling at everything that you're doing. How do you respond to people who say, well, because we know you have an incredible circle of friends and loved ones, and your faith that you do not shy away from?
Never. That's one thing I stand on. I live on it. You know what I'm saying? I read the Bible, and the stories that's in the Bible are preparing us for real life situations that we have to go through. And during those times are the times that we have to rely on our faith, to rely on our strength that comes from the higher power. And without that, I couldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always give God all the praise, and I know that everything comes from Him. And even through trauma, I know that everything will be all right. And we have to be the examples for other people for them to show. No, it's not easy.
No,
faith is not easy. It's to have some type of peace with faith. It comes from a long journey of trauma and overcoming adversity. So when you see somebody overcoming this particular adversity, you got to look past that and be like, how many other trauma stories have they overcame? So it's like the process of how I got here. God got me through that. He got me through that. He got me through that, and He got me through that. So by you only seeing me go through that, you forgot about the other 10, 15 stories He done brought me through.
Preach.
Come on now.
You never get over it, but you get through it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being an inspiration and empowering everybody out there
right now.
Thank you.
With more on the new game show, the one, the only, DC Young Fly in the house on the couch with so good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. It feel like home now.
It is home. It is home. So I'm so glad you came to promote this show, because I mean, when we were talking earlier, Hollywood Squares originated in the 60s. So now this Celebrity Squares has a modern twist. Tell us a little bit more about how it's going to be.
It's more young, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the OGs like Steve Harvey and D. Ray Davis, you know what I'm saying? Because I was on the hip hop squares prior to this when D. Ray Davis was on, he was the host. And I kind of like got the glimpse and kind of got the energy. And once they called me, and salute to Kevin Hart and Jesse Collins and Niall Evans, and they was like, you know what? We want a younger host. We want to, you know what I'm saying, try to revamp the show. And once they called me, oh man, it was lovely. Y'all gonna like this show. It's one of the shows where the older generation and the younger generation can watch it together. It's a family show.
It's gonna be fly.
It's gonna be too fly,
And let's talk about the celebrity guests that are gonna be a part as well. I mean,
we got Babyface.
Quite the list. Oh,
we got Babyface. We got Tisha Campbell. Who else we got? We got
Kirk Franklin.
Hey, Kirk Franklin is a real one. I want everybody to know.
Oh,
he's a real one.
When you say a real one, what you mean?
You know what?
We're gonna fight.
We done had conversation where I could tell that before he was saved in the church, he was a real one. He a real one. He came to play. It's one of those shows.
Taye
Diggs, man. Stella got a groove back. Listen, man. He was the representation for all dark-skinned brothers back in the day, and he's still doing it. And for us to have all those dynamics in one show, and not only just in one show, to actually have fun. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like brought light to the show.
So it's a legendary show with this modern twist. You bring it a little more hip, more young.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any pressure to make sure this one succeeds?
You know what? Just for the culture, period. Just because of how long it's been running, even though it's probably done had its different dynamics of this host and this host, it still has a cultural legacy that you want to continue to bring. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I want to bring my energy to whatever cultural dynamic that we're trying to grasp here. And I think I know for a fact we captured it. This is going to be one of them game shows like Family Feud that y'all can sit here and watch with your family for like the next 15 years.
You guys
oh man, listen.
How do you honor that, though? How do you honor the, how it was, the uniqueness of how it was back in the day while bringing new flair to it now in modern time?
I mean, you just want to make sure that you don't take away, you bring to. You know what I'm saying? Even though this is a brand new old show, you remember it. So it's like, all right, by you remember it, it gave you something to remember. Now let's give you something so it can last.
Gotcha. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
And you've done so many things. I mean, did you prepare anything? Like, did you have to watch other shows to get ready to host a game show?
I mean, I hosted TRL. I hosted BET Hip Hop Awards with my brothers, 85 South, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean. So I got experience in hosting, but I come from theater too. So it's kind of like, all right, how would a host act in this particular movie, but bring it you? And it was like, that's exactly what I did. And I conquered the hosting dynamic, but it was like, you know what? I got to sprinkle a little DC Young Fly on top of it, and that's what's going to make it family
I will
oriented.
come you back on here.
Like, oh, okay.
In the latest news coming from DC's camp, the iconic camp show is getting a brand new look and a modern twist on VH1's new Celebrity Squares. Comedian and actor DC Youngfly is bringing together cultural legends to answer trivia, and he joins Sharon Loosin to talk about honoring the show's legacy and what viewers can expect. This comes after Jackie O, the widened out star and longtime partner of her co-star DC Youngfly, cause of death has been revealed. She died from complications of cosmetic surgery, according to the Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's report. The manner of death was ruled an accident, according to the report obtained by Page 6 on Friday. The report states that Yo, whose legal name was Jacqueline Smith, had gone for a gluteal augmentation procedure on May 30th, during which there were no complications. Reports at the time of her death claimed that Yo had undergone a mummy makeover surgery in Miami. She was prescribed medications including ciprofloxacin, antibiotic, oxycodone, painkiller, and ondansetron anti-nausea for after the procedure. But when Yo developed a relentless headache, a nurse reportedly advised her to take ibuprofen and to stop the ondansetron. O began to feel like her head was burning and had difficulty speaking. On May 31st, when her aunt called emergency services, however, O became unresponsive by the time they arrived and was then pronounced dead at the hospital. She was 33.
Timu's Black Friday.
I just want to say, I'm sincerely sorry for your loss, and I just want to know, we've watched you be so strong. Right. How are you holding up? Like, what's going on? You're still working, obviously.
Yeah, I'm being with my brothers, great love, great energy, God is the greatest. He's granted me the strength to keep going, you feel what I'm saying? And I got to take care of my baby,
I just love that.
That's the key to life. You just got to keep going, stay prayed up, and never let the tragedies and the stuff that you're going through, bring you down. I mean, we human, we emotional. I mean, that's the point.
That's gonna happen.
People want to see me cry. I'm just not going to record myself crying and show you I'm crying.
Right.
I cry all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I'd rather show positivity and let people know that God is the greatest.
I like your
I want to continue to show that God is keeping me uplifted and He keep granting me the strength. And that's the message that I want to continue to put out there in the world, because there's a lot of stuff out there and they want to desensitize the enemy and what the enemy is doing. No, the enemy is still working, but God is always greater.
Working hard, right?
Hey, but you ain't gonna never show this side, but sometimes, life get to me sometimes, but I just say God is good, but that's all I can say. People want to see me cry. I'm just not going to record myself crying and show you I'm crying.
Right.
I cry all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I'd rather show positivity and let people know that God is the greatest.
DC Youngfly, the charismatic host of Celebrity Squares, is currently grappling with yet another tragic loss as he mourns the passing of his sister.
That's the key to life. You just got to keep going, stay prayed up, and never let the tragedies and stuff that you're going through,
This heart-wrenching announcement was made by the 31-year-old entertainer through an emotional Instagram post on a somber Monday. In a year marked by profound sorrow and pain, DC Youngfly shared the devastating news of his sister's departure. The artist's grief was palpable as he expressed, "In a matter of a year, I lost 3 people. My cousin on last August, my girl in May, and my sister a couple of days ago. You just got to stick through the mission knowing that God got you and He will grant you the strength." While DC Youngfly did not delve into the specifics of his sister's passing, his message was a testament to the strength of his faith. He implored his followers to prioritize their relationship with the divine by keeping God first, and to remain steadfast in their prayers. In a world filled with trials and tribulations, he offered the sage advice: make sure you stay righteous. Don't hold any grudge because God is love, and love will always overcome adversity. Despite his profound grief, DC Young Fly chose to share this deeply personal message, reflecting his resilience and commitment to maintaining a positive outlook. He did not divulge any additional details regarding the circumstances of his sister's death, leaving it to the realm of private pain and reflection. Throughout the day, the rapper and television personality shared a series of poignant, nostalgic posts on his social media platforms. These posts featured heartwarming moments with his partner, Ms. Jackie O, who tragically departed this world this year. In the shared memories, DC Young Fly and the late Ms. Jackie O could be seen sharing joyous smiles and dancing with their loved ones. The photos showcase Ms. Jackie O beaming alongside her mother, with DC Young Fly completing the trio as they attended an event together. These heartwarming snapshots encapsulated a moment of unity and togetherness, reflecting the profound bonds that tied them as a family. Additionally, he posted videos painted a vivid picture of the pure joy that he and Ms. Jackie O experienced while being parents to their young children. One particularly touching video captured the essence of Ms. Jackie O's infectious laughter, capturing her in a moment of pure delight while she was pregnant. DC Young Fly, whose birth name is John Whitfield, spoke from the depths of his heart as he grappled with the loss of the mother of his children. The Wild and Out star opened up about his grief, explaining that although he puts on a strong front for their kids Nova, Nala, and Prince Nehemiah, he is heartbroken behind closed doors as he continues to mourn the loss of the 33-year-old. God is the greatest, he told TMZ during an outing in New York City on June 28th. He's granting me the strength to keep going. I gotta take care of my babies. That's the key to life. Just gotta keep going, stay prayed up, and never let the tragedies and the stuff that you going through bring you down. However, DC noted that it's human to show emotion during a difficult time, and he is no exception. I think people want to see me cry, the 31-year-old continued. I'm just not going to record myself crying and show you I'm crying. He added, I cry all the time. As for how their kids are coping with the tragic loss, DC said, unless you've been through that situation, you won't know. We can get through it. Additionally, his poignant words on the Steve Harvey Morning Show resonated with many who have faced the painful reality of losing a loved one. He acknowledged that there is no foolproof method for dealing with grief when confronted with the raw and unexpected circumstances that life can bring. His words carried a profound wisdom that reverberated with the uncertainty inherent in human existence. He shared, there's no human secret way of dealing with things, especially when real life hits you. And I think a lot of people don't know real life. You make and create how your life can go today, but you don't know where your life is going to go tomorrow. This perspective underscored the unpredictability of life's twists and turns, and the fact that we often construct a semblance of control over our lives only to have it disrupted by the unforeseen. The tragic sequence of events that led to Ms. Jackie O's untimely passing is a heart-wrenching reminder of the fragility of life. On May 31st, she was discovered unresponsive in her hotel room, having undergone a Brazilian butt lift procedure by Dr. Zachary Oka. While the procedure itself is cosmetic, the repercussions turned tragically fatal. The day following the operation, Ms. Jackie O began to experience a severe headache, prompting her to return to the medical practice for a massage and medical advice. At that point, it seemed like a concerning but perhaps manageable issue. However, upon returning home, her condition deteriorated rapidly, with her head engulfed in pain. In a frantic effort to help her, a family member called 911, summoning first responders to her hotel. As they arrived at the scene, they encountered the heartbreaking sight of Ms. Jackie O, unconscious and in dire need of medical assistance. Her condition was grave, and despite their best efforts, they were unable to resuscitate her. A medical examiner's report later confirmed the devastating news that Ms. Jackie O had passed away. 3 weeks after her tragic demise, DC Young Fly honored his late partner on Instagram in a throwback photo of the couple dressed in matching black outfits, which he captioned, "Rest well, baby, God got us, gained another angel, take it a day at a time." DC Young Fly's tribute followed Jackie's celebration of life in Atlanta, where he addressed his late partner and praised her as a loving mother to their children. "I love you, Jack. These kids are beautiful, man," he said through tears. "I'm talking about super great mother. I want our kids to understand that you had a beautiful soul, and you didn't leave us. You in heaven," he said. "Your spirit is with us, you still here, and we got an amazing support system. We got a beautiful support system, and they came out. We love you. Everybody in here. Keep God first." Meanwhile, earlier this month, the Miami Police Department confirmed that Jackie O died from surgery complications and deemed the death accidental, TMZ reported. According to the Sun tabloid, it seems that Ms. Jackie had paid a visit to the renowned plastic surgeon, Dr. Zachary Oka, for what is commonly referred to as a mommy makeover. The evidence: a social media post that Dr. Oka himself shared but swiftly deleted. In the post, he teased a full reveal on his YouTube channel, sending waves of anticipation through his followers. However, it's not just the allure of a mommy mommy makeover that has tongues wagging. More intriguing details about Dr. Oka have surfaced, further adding fuel to the fiery story. According to Page 6, the doctor has allegedly filed lawsuits against former patients over negative reviews they left following their procedures. In these reviews, numerous patients claim to be victims of botched procedures there. In August 2021, another lawsuit was filed by Dr. Oka, this time against a different patient named Kyla Nierenberg. This lawsuit also sought around $30,000 in damages after Nierenberg claimed in her review that happy patients of Dr. Oka simply don't exist. Once again, the doctor vehemently denied these claims and dismissed the lawsuit in December 2021. So, is there a possibility that Dr. Oka might have caused Jackie's tragic demise? Most people tend to think so. However, the shocking part is that the doctor of Ms. Jackie O will not be at the center of a criminal investigation after it was revealed that the reality star died as a result of complications from cosmetic surgery. The Miami Police Department told TMZ earlier this month that the medical examiner ruled Jackie's death accidental, and homicide detectives will not launch a criminal investigation. Ms. Jackie O had traveled to Miami in May to undergo cosmetic procedures. Following the surgery, she was prescribed medications to manage her post-operative condition. However, her situation took a distressing turn when she developed a headache, prompting her to return to the surgeon for a post-operative appointment. At the surgeon's recommendation, she sought relief through a massage and made adjustments to the medication she was taking. The ensuing events painted a grim picture. According to the medical examiner's report, Jackie O began to experience a sensation of her head burning, accompanied by difficulty in speaking. In a state of medical distress, a family member made a frantic call to 911. Regrettably, Jackie was unresponsive by the time the first responders arrived, and she was subsequently pronounced dead at a hospital. The autopsy report underscored the severity of her condition, noting swelling in her brain and extensive bleeding of the skin around her torso. Dr. Oka released a statement shortly after Jackie's death, though he didn't directly address the situation, instead saying his office remains devoted to the highest quality medical care. The doc added, all aesthetic procedures are performed in a hygienically safe environment to universally recognized medical standards. Meanwhile, in light of all the tragic deaths that have happened to DC's loved ones, fans are now becoming skeptic. Some are theories claiming that DC has got to be cursed. On the other hand, other fans are suspecting that some type of ritual might have taken place since DC's career seems to be soaring after these tragic demises. One particular fan wrote about this saying, "Something ain't right. This man losing close family members left and right as his career continues to soar. Sorry for the loss, but something ain't right." A second fan added, "All of a sudden he has a show. Emma, just be quiet." And a third fan wrote, "All these deaths are a little suspect, not gonna lie, but when you want to rise in Hollywood, it comes with the territory." Meanwhile, another fan defended DC, saying, "Instead of y'all saying he sacrificed his family, why not consider the intense amount of spiritual warfare he's experienced? This man literally changed his life and AMP, his family's legacy by being a funny, joyous individual, and AMP talks about God every chance that he gets. He knows God and AMP. Those who follow God endure warfare the worst. Leave him be or pray for him and AMP, his babies." In any case, the story of DC Young Fly and the tragic losses he has endured provides a window into the complexities of life, the fragility of existence, and the enduring power of faith and resilience in the face of adversity. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.
Took to Instagram to share his grief, stating, "In a matter of a year, I lost 3 people. My cousin last August, my girl in May, and my sister a couple days ago. You just gotta stick through the mission knowing that God got you and he will grant you the strength. Remember, he parted the Red Sea not to make it disappear. The problems are still there. He just allowed it to get through it. Make sure you stay righteous. Don't hold no grudge because God is love and love will always overcome adversity." In May, DC faced the tragic loss of his longtime partner, Jackie O, though the medical examiner recently ruled it as an accident. According to the New York Post, this determination was made on September 29th. The autopsy revealed that she had brain swelling due to a potent mixture of pain and antibiotic medication, along with excessive bleeding around the torso from the plastic surgery. Prayers to DC Young Fly and his family for the losses they have suffered. Don't forget to like, comment.
I'll be back. So if y'all don't remember, if y'all look back about look up DC Young Fly, Kevin Two Turn, you dig, and we talked about his wife passing away, man. You know, that was a sad situation, you dig, like Crip. You know, you go to these plastic surgeries, you know what I'm saying, and you don't expect, you know what I'm saying, that to be your last time ever seeing somebody is from a plastic surgery. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying plastic surgery I'm not saying plastic surgery is like one of the worst things to ever do. You know, a lot of the shit, you know, all they do is most of the time they take out the fat in your body and to make you skinnier, and they put it somewhere else. And you know, it's coming out now recently that a lot of patients been saying that the doctor that she went to is a horrible doctor. A lot of people. I think all his patients who went to him have said that he's a horrible doctor. They wouldn't recommend that nigga to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So he must have been really, really popular that made her want to go to the nigga to get surgery. But at the same time, you dig, like, he's a bad doctor. So his name was bringing in the patients, but his results was not resulting. It was like horrible. You know what I'm saying? And then his sister just died, so he done lost like 3 people in a matter of a year and a half or 2 years. You know, it happens like that, man. When you doing your best in life and you on the come up and you moving up in life, that's when the enemy attack the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the enemy don't want you to win. You know what I'm saying? So if you can go at your family, your friends, you know what I'm saying, people who you work with, the people who's around you, the motherfucker will. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, we can't question Yahweh's will. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, you know, he protects us all. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, what's meant for your life is meant for your life. You know what I'm saying? So when the enemy comes and it takes somebody in your family, you never know what is meant. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the situation of how your family are taken out by the enemy is horrible. But sometimes, you know, God uses that to like make you a stronger person. You know what I'm saying? What the enemy uses to destroy you, God will use it to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? And so losing your family and stuff is like, on your come up is like, you know, it's signs to show you that what you're doing a good team, but at the same time, you know, you gotta be careful, you know. Like, that's the thing about these industries. You know what I'm saying? The industry, been around these people, you know, a lot of times, you know, you wanna say it's accidents. You know what I'm saying? You wanna say it's an accident, how it happened. What happened right here was an accident. It couldn't have been like that. It couldn't be nothing deeper. But you gotta look into certain things, man. You know, these people, you know, you think they want the best in it for you. The people you meet, the new people, the people in the industry, the famous people, or the people who just you don't really know, but they be around type of people. You know, I'm talking about like they be super famous, but you don't really know them, but they be around, or they not even be famous, but they all around the right people. You know what I'm saying? You just never know with these people, man. And they would people would do shit, man. You know, it's crazy. You know. You come into these teams, man. You find you find your dream wife. You had a kid, and yeah, y'all had the bestest turns. Y'all know y'all be arguing. You know, you don't really support her half the time, or you know, you don't like her half the time. No, we in a long relationship. You like her, sometimes you don't like her. You know, because shit, that's how relationships are. You know, sometimes you like the person, sometimes you don't like the person. Shit, hey, motherfuckers be annoying. But you know, like I said, they met on Wild 'N Out, you know. So she was like one of them thotties. But it's crazy because, you know, like I said, she was trying to get that BBL surgery, and that shit just backfired, man. And then his sister died, you know. That's a hitter. I don't know which one would be more worse. Your sister down, your wife down, because, you know, your wife, you know, got to pipe her out. You know, got to pipe her out. You know, built kids with her. You got the connection, all this shit. But your sister, you grew up with her. Y'all don't have a bond. You know what I'm saying? Something they say blood is thicker than water, but you know how that be sometimes. But you know, and it's like just out of nowhere, your sister just passes away, man. So that can be hard on anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I don't know. I know his cousin was the stud. You know what I'm saying? That's the one who got shot, I think, who got murdered. But his sister, man, they're not really saying how his sister died. You know, DC Young Fly just went on Instagram and said he lost like 3 people, and his sister was one of them. they're not. I was trying to look up and see how his sister done. They're not saying it, but DC he speaks on it. He talk about his new shows and shit, man. This world, man, you know, it gives and it takes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it take more than it gives. And even when it gives back, like the materialistic shit is never gonna fill the void of losing somebody who's close to you. You dig? Like Crip. So it's like at that time, and you know, you could be getting so much back from the world, but it don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Because when you lose people who close to you, who you grew up with, and who look after you, your childhood, to some goofy like situations, it's like, damn, you know. But you can't be mad because, you know, like I said, everything happened for a reason, and you know, you just gotta take it as a blessing. You know, you got it. You're gonna be fucked up for a minute, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, you gotta be grateful that you're still alive too. And even if something do happen, you know, you gotta be grateful for the time you're on this bit. You know, everybody got their own stories, and everybody got their own ways of getting through life, you know. And some people just gotta go through the shit, and they say they gotta lose some people just to keep on going, and you know, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? But DC Young Fly, he's a strong person, and you know, I remember one thing he was saying that you see him online, he look happy, but you know, that's just cause you know he gotta do what he gotta do, his job. But you know, deep down inside, you know, nigga be hurting. You know what I'm saying? You lose all your people, you gotta take care of these 3 kids by yourself. Like, you know, that's just some extra. But you know, he been blessed with the funds and shit. But you know, as far as the family type of situation, that's gonna be kind of broken, because you need a mom and a dad, and when you don't have the mom or the dad, or sometimes just the dad or the mom, you know, that's gonna be kind of tough on one parent to try to play the role and try to help both of them and help the kids out, when you know only the mom can help the people out in a certain way, and only the dad can help the kids out in a certain way. So when you lose one of them motherfuckers, you know, you gotta go harder and extra a little bit just to, you know, fill that void. But you know, I feel like DC Young Fly got a strong family. Even after his sister and his cousin passing away, I feel like he got a strong family that's gonna support him even during the time, even his kids, you know. And you know, I don't want, you know, you don't want to see people family keep on passing away for like little reasons and shit, man. You know, this world, man. You know, it's only, you get one way in and one way out. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, your legacy, man, is all you really got at the end of the day for when you leave it behind. And you know, she left 3 kids. You know, Jackie O, his wife, she left 3 kids, and so that's her legacy right there. Even if she didn't have kids, you know, she had other shit that could fill that legacy void. And then, you know, his sister, man, you know, hopefully she lived a good life, and you know, she got to enjoy a little bit of her brother success, and even her own success, you know. And you know, then, you know, losing a family member is tough, man, because them the people you know the most about is your family member. Even though you got your new partners, your family member is the one you're gonna know the most about. And you know, you gotta be a strong motherfucker, man, to get through these type of situations, man. He did. And DC Young Fly, he was basically just saying, man, that, you know, life, you either go with it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You either do the opposite and just soak and be traumatized, depressed, or you can be like, okay, I see this happening. I see the enemy trying to test me. Now I can go back at the enemy even harder, and I can show, hey, yeah, they might be trying to take me out or take my people out, but I'm gonna still be happy. I'm gonna still keep on pushing and keep on getting to the bag and doing what it do, even though horrible things is happening, man. But that's life, man. You know, you gotta take the hit and keep on moving, man. Cause at the end of the day, man, you know, we all got a destination we all gotta get to, man. And so life, man, you know, I try to live life one step at a time, man, because you rushing it, man, anything can happen, man, and you don't want to make that wrong decision off of another decision or another accident, you know. So you just gotta take your time, man. Prayers out to DC Young Fly, man. Keep Yahweh first, people, you know what I'm saying, and make sure y'all stay prayed up during these times, man. It's a dangerous world, man. Alright, we out in the hood, no side crib, man. Dang.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.